We've got to take the elevator to the 10th floor.
I've been all around the world, Main Street, USA. Every city, every place.
Come out of the elevator, and there we go. Let's take a look at the view. Wow, you can see the swan and dolphin way over there. Okay, during the daylight, oh, I see fireworks. During the daylight, this is going to be an amazing view. So we're a tad bit early, so we're coming out on the terrace. Ooh, I felt a loose block right there. I stepped on a loose block. So we're out on the terrace. Oh my gosh, it's a wonderful night. Wow. Oh my goodness, it's huge. There's a bar out here. And here you can see the Caribbean Beach Resort. Oh my gosh, during the day, this is going to be amazing views.
Look, they're playing,
oh, movie on the lawn, Beauty and the Beast?
Could be.
Ah, I'm going to check out the little menu at the bar here, decide if we want to have something before dinner. So, what did you grab?
Pomegranate Paradiso or something like that.
Okay. These cushions, these chairs are extremely comfortable. It's nice and quiet.
Won't like that.
It's slightly breezy. That means I will like it. So Tom just received the text that our table is ready at exactly our reservation time, 7:55. We didn't even get to finish the drink, so I'm gonna have to bring it along. All right, so our table is kind of right smack in the middle. And let's take a look at the menu. So this is what we got before dinner. This is what I am ordering because you can get one alcoholic beverage with the dining plan as long as it's not like over a certain amount of money. So this is what I will get. Tom has not decided if he's getting this or this. So we've received our bread and 2 different olive oils. This is a more smooth olive oil, gentler on the palate, and this is an Italian olive oil. Which drink did you choose?
The Boulevard whatever it is.
And this is my French rose. If it was daylight, we'd be able to see out the windows over there. So it's very simplistic in here. Not much really going on. Not very big. These chairs are actually very comfy. You know, kind of not real easy to push back and forth from the table on the carpet, but it makes up for the comfiness. I got the salmon, and Tom got the shrimp linguine. Whoa, look at that, guys. We got the fireworks right outside. That's an awesome view. And the fact that we're in kind of the middle of the restaurant and we can still see the fireworks, that's a nice plus. The terrace out there is a little more full now because you can see such a great view. This has been unbelievable. Like, we can see the strobes coming off the buildings. This actually feels like wood. It's that thick. And it has like a linen bind there. That's nice. So chocolate cake, apple tart, pistachio mousse, fruits, some type of cheese board, and then they have coffee press and some dessert wines. The chocolate cake, which I'm not sure, I think raspberries, not sure what this is, so after I try it I'll let you know. And what did you get? You know what? We'll let you know in the at the end in the review. I can tell you that just like the whiff, the air circulating, and the chocolate smell, yum yum. Raspberry, delicious, fresh, strong taste. This is a very, very sweet and delicious, like gelato, but almost tastes like soft serve. And this is more of a whipped cream taste here. I just cut that open and look, it is just oozing out chocolate. It's a chocolate river overflowing. I'm totally bored waiting for the check, so I made a hidden Mickey. See? I have another little area here. There's the kitchen, and they do have a bar area. And for the review, it was like louder than I thought it would be, considering there's not a lot of children there, because it's a 2-credit table service. So most people don't bring kids in. So it's a little bit louder, kind of drowned out the little background music that they had. Where you want to start?
Sure. There were some highs that were quite high.
And some lows.
And there were some lows that were low.
Very low.
So my review is mixed. And for a Disney signature dining experience, that's not what it should be. That's disappointing. The atmosphere of the location was really awesome. Great views, great outdoor bar terrace. The drinks were imaginative and very good. I really liked those.
So location. Ears up on that. Perfect.
Yep,
that was great.
Yep. Service was reasonably friendly and competent.
You get competent.
And let's use a word here, abysmally slow. You know, there are casual dining experiences, and this was just unnecessarily so. I mean, even the we're done, the plates are cleared, I'll go get you your dessert menus, and it felt like it was at least 10 minutes before they came back with those. So
that took it was bad. By the end of waiting for our check, at one point Tom's like, the whole table's shaking, you're bouncing. I don't do well sitting still. And if I feel like I'm wasting time doing nothing, which that's exactly what we were doing, my legs, I'm just bouncing off the table because I want to get up and go.
Very mixed food experience. And again, there were some really good things, but it shouldn't be mixed at a 2-credit restaurant. I had the scampi shrimp with linguine, and the sauce on that was really interesting, flavorful, and good. The shrimp was decently prepared.
Unexpected.
The shrimp was unexpected, and overall it was probably the most disturbing meal I've had in a long time.
I couldn't look at his plate. When it was sat down, it was so unexpected because I had eyes looking at me. The shrimp body was there, but it was out. But the shrimp was outside.
It had normal shrimp pieces with tails, but then like the other half of the shrimp was there,
full shrimp, legs,
like,
eyes, everything.
And antenna. These little suckers were 10 inches long, and I had to fight to keep from like getting them wrapped up in my linguine when I was eating it.
Yeah.
And guys, that's unnecessary. There may be a few places where that is like considered
expected and maybe
some kind of delicacy or something,
Yeah.
but you know, then I should be like doing the whole shrimp dismembering myself as I'm eating. But you know,
How about
it was okay.
The noodles, how was that?
Noodles were really good. The portions we got were very appropriate. Big thumbs up on that. They did not try to overfeed you and overstuff you. They tried to go for a very interesting grouping,
Nice
nuanced
presentation.
flavors. The presentation was generally,
was
other
good.
than some disturbing shrimp,
Well, yeah, other than that
was really good.
And even the server said, you know, when he took my plate, and he said, you know, most plates go back empty, and that's because they don't overfeed you. They don't give you more food than you need.
a nice amount of food, and I was perfectly pleased with that. The desserts were imaginative.
Okay.
Hers was gorgeous. Hers was like outstanding. Mine was again mixed. I had these 3 like little puffs cut in half with like 3 different kinds of ice cream in them.
Was it a pastry?
Yeah, it was some kind of pastry thing. And the ice creams were very good, very flavorful. The presentation was outstanding. There was a pistachio ice cream that, you know, like I said, good, imaginative, interesting flavors. But the pastry puffs themselves were not tender,
They were
fluffy.
stale.
They were, that was really disappointing in there.
My dessert, I'm gonna skip like my meal part right now and go to the dessert because that's fresh on my mind. That was so good.
Extremely rich. It was good.
The inside was nice and warm. The caramel mixed with the chocolate came out. There was nothing bad with that dessert. I couldn't even finish it, which is like weird. I always make sure to finish my dessert.
And it wasn't huge. It was just super rich.
Raspberries were just right. The dessert, superb. My salmon I asked them to cook it well, and they did. There were some really unique flavors. The tomatoes had just a really unique, almost like just a tad bit of sweetness, but just all the mix. Like I took a bite of the salmon. I wanted to try it. I want to make sure it was cooked just right. It wasn't underdone. It wasn't dry. And then I started mixing in the risotto. Perfect consistency. Just started mixing in those flavors. I cut my artichoke up, and that wasn't bitter, which was nice. So the salmon, I would highly recommend. I basically ate everything but the skin off the salmon. My meal was good. The salmon, the dessert, everything was good. The bread was kind of tough. It was like, you know, there was no delicate, feminine way to eat that bread.
No, but it wasn't bad bread.
It wasn't
I kind of liked
bad.
it. They gave you 2 different olive oils and explained what they were and the differences were, and you could tell a little bit of difference between them. Again, but ultimately they were a little plain.
So even though my food was wonderful, the time we were there, over 2 hours, and it was mostly waiting for the next, it was waiting for our order to be taken. It was waiting for our drinks. It was waiting for our dessert. It was waiting for our bill.
It was waiting for our bus.
Yeah, our bus is here. The waiting really... it really just brought our whole dining experience down. We'll continue in just a second for you because our bus is here. I'm gonna add this real quick while they're unloading a scooter. We were in the elevator with some people going down, and where our meal took us over 2 hours, they had a larger party. They had 6 in their party. 3 hours. 3 hours they were up there. That's a long time. And I know that some people expect that they want that lingering meal, but most people don't want that, especially at Disney. You're kind of on a time schedule. You have things you want to do. most people don't want a 2 and 3 hour meal. All right, just a few more things. So we said that we were called right at our reservation time, got sat. We noticed later on in the evening where there were more tables available, but actually more people were waiting in the lobby, which was really odd. So I don't know if it had something to do with, you know, the restaurant timing and how they're sitting people, but that was odd.
Yeah, when we got there, there was only one other person waiting in the lobby. And almost
tables.
Every table was full because we walked through to get out to the front patio bar.
Yeah.
But yeah, dead on reservation time. We got called in and sat down. It's like, oh, this is promising.
Now we're going to get into the price. I always tell you what it would have cost if we weren't on the dining plan. Oh my gosh. So his scampi was $36. The salmon was $46. His drink would have been $17. Mine was $14. The chocolate cake, $14. And his dessert was $13. I would never pay that. I don't normally, I'd say, oh, put that at the end of the bloopers, but I think I'm just gonna leave it right here where it is.
Yeah, and see, I'm gonna talk to you one-on-one without her here. This is why I insist on the dining plan, because if we didn't have the dining plan, we wouldn't eat dessert because she would freak out about how much the dessert costs. And we would, well, we'd still have a few drinks, but maybe not quite as many.
I would not have one
and
like
she
with dinner.
would be going through the list of prices, and she would be ordering based upon price, not upon what she actually wanted. There were some things that went into the low 50s. Hey, you're not in this. There were some things in the low 50s on the menu, just as an aside there. So anyway, just between you guys and me, you know, that's what, for me, the dining plan is about. Being able to just go and attempt to enjoy whatever you like.
Okay,
oh, hey,
I will give
and now
it to
she's
him.
back.
He is right. I would never have ordered that salmon. I would not have paid $46 for food, ever. I would, if he like insisted that we ate there, I would have had an appetizer.
It was awesome. The place we went in Vegas, they gave her a menu with no prices. It was
I
awesome.
would have freaked out. I don't know if you saw that Vegas. It's the like fanciest meal I've ever had in my life, which I've done it once, and I can honestly say
service was stunning.
It was awkward. When I got up to go to the bathroom,
really
the
good.
server ran over to pull my chair out.
No. We were on a bench. They pulled the table
Yeah, sorry, that's what it was. Yeah, I was a little uncomfortable with that. Not uncomfortable as, yes, okay. I was just uncomfortable. It wasn't something I was accustomed to. But yes, they gave him the menu with prices, and I got one without prices. That's how expensive this meal was. So I will try to remember to link that video, because that's actually on our family channel. I will link that at the end. But anyway, the meal would have been $149. And I'm thinking $149 would have bought me two new Loungefly backpacks, mini backpacks. I mean, that's my thought process. I mean, food, it's going to go away.
Can you eat a backpack?
Exactly. Backpack will be with me for years. So, you know, we pick and choose how we spend. You know, everybody picks and chooses. To some people, foodies, real good, like food critics, we're not really good food critics, but or reviewers, but to some people, food would be, they would definitely want to spend $149 on food before they spend it on a backpack. We just pick and choose how we spend our money. All right, so to wrap it up, when we got on the bus, I told Tom, I said, my food was so good, but because of all the wait time, by the end of the evening, by the time we walked away, I had forgot how good my food was because of the negative part of all the waiting and how long it took. We had planned to go to Magic Kingdom afterwards. We lost that ability because we spent more time sitting with nothing in front of us or waiting for something than we did eating. And I don't like that. So, and that kind of just wraps it up. But the food, great. Would I go back? In a few years, maybe.
My food had its high points and it had its low points. Again, for what it's supposed to be as a signature restaurant, disappointed.
So maybe in a few years we'll go back. Except we will go back to that Terrace. That was really nice.
Oh yeah,
Good.
Go have a drink outside on the terrace.
Watch the fireworks.
Have one at the bar inside. Watch the fireworks from up there, and order whatever she had for dessert.
There you go. All right, guys. So check out. There's a whole playlist of restaurant reviews, Disney restaurant reviews, and we have just started reviewing off Disney property restaurants. So those are included in that playlist. Also, hope you like, comment, subscribe, share with anybody you think would be interested, and see you at the parks.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. I've been all around the world. Every city, every place. Always been a restless girl. But now there's a window change.